Okay, you ready? This is where we're at, Northwest Elementary School. This is part 2 of the video that I shot. Bad cop gets busted for school zone ticket trap. Right there where that FedEx truck is coming out is where the video was originally shot. I'm sorry, but it was shot vertical. So many people complain about that. It's just one of those caught in the moment things. Relax. In that video, I explained how the officer kind of leaned out like that FedEx truck is and watched this exit right here from the school. In that video, I talked about a no left-hand turn sign, but you couldn't see the sign because, one, I could not record facing the school. It's just what you cannot do. But here, beyond the slab right here, is where the no parking sign, the do not enter sign, and it was a sign that said fines on it, but they were all facing this direction, right? The problem with that, again, is this. Here's a driveway. Cars come through this car circle and they come down here, right? The objective is to have them go completely around and go all the way down to the end of the driveway and take the last exit out, but they don't do that. There are cones blocking this middle path as a walkway. So you have to come through this hairpin turn here and come out, and again, forcing you to only turn right, even though it's a double-sided entrance, okay? Again, the school was redesigned. The landscaping was changed, but all the signs remained the same. The signs and the line markings do not coincide with each other, thus making them non-enforceable. That was the argument. He can't sit there and hand out tickets for signs that are non-enforceable. It is not the fact of whether or not you can make a left-hand turn or not. The reality is many parents don't need to go right. They often need to go left. So in order to restructure that first, let's move the sign. When people said that no action was taken, I'm going to show you the power of what one person can do. You have the same power. As you notice, there's no sign there. The sign has been moved. The sign has been moved to its proper place, 7 feet off the ground, with a structured times on when you're allowed to make that turn. In the morning and in the afternoon, often enough, parents are not here at a specific time. So anytime after 8:35, I'm sorry, you should be able to turn left without any quarrels. And the officer, instead of sitting in that corner, could have very well stood right here and halted traffic, or either prevented people from making that turn as opposed to handing out tickets for revenue. That was the second argument in that video when I said there's no police presence. That means this is just you, Officer Rick Harrison, doing this unbelievable act. So I'm going to take you through a little bit with permission of the school to show you the changes that were made because of this video. All right? There's one other element that I want to show you when I say that the school was redesigned and the signage was never changed. Okay? Here's a perfect example of that. You see this no parking sign that's in the grass, leaning to the side? It has no reasonable place to be there, but yet it's there. Will you follow that sign? You plan on parking on that side of the gate? Probably not. It just doesn't belong there, nor has it been removed. All right? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pause this for a second and go up a little bit and give you guys an example of what happens when you implement change into an environment that you know is structurally wrong, and it inevitably helps everybody else out. All right? 1 second. This is now approaching the entrance of the school, and you see these numbers, they were not here before. What that does is give the teachers in the school the premise of this. Each classroom is assigned a number. You bring your students out to that number, as opposed to having just a slew of kids at dismissal running to and fro. With that, here's a crosswalk that they block traffic from going through, which is backed up that line almost to 22nd Avenue. But now this lane is open at dismissal, and no kids are allowed to go this way because now each one of these numbers represents a car rider or a walker, bus rider, whatever it may be. So you follow your section completely down. stand where you need to be, traffic flows more fluently, if I can get that out. But more importantly, on that next corner, as the cars exit, there's an officer there every single day directing traffic, allowing some to turn right, allowing some to turn left, so that traffic moves more efficiently. And the crosswalk here, because students now exit from that location and walk to the crosswalk and then cross the street there, it's not so congested to where it has to keep stopping. And this hairpin turn is very rarely used at dismissal time. So the video that I shot originally, is what helped to put all of these things into place. Working with the city, working with the police department, working with the courts, working with the school, all of this is possible. Anybody can do the same thing. So when I hear some of the negative comments, the racial slurs, the racial comments, all the idiots and dumbasses that I've been called, it's remarkable to me that our society actually believes that if you don't lend your efforts to change, change would just automatically happen. That is not how it works, people. You have to become a part of change. So as much as you would like to argue whether or not I'm right or whether or not I'm wrong, here's the reality. The signage was changed, lines reconditioned. The officer was pretty much embarrassed to the highest degree by the judge in this court case, which was thrown out. The school board listened by redesigning, making this dismissal and arrival more functional for the students, and allowing each one of us to better understand that we have the possibilities to change.